Hello. So in this video, I'm going to talk about list in HTML document. So traditionally, there are different types of lists. There's ordered list. There's unordered list. So ordered lists are lists where the items are numbered. Unordered lists are lists that are basically bullet points. So if you think of Microsoft Word, ordered lists are ones with number either A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, and so on. And unordered lists are the one with the icon for the bullet points. If you look at how you can style a list later, these two are actually just somewhat superficial differentiation between the two lists. Traditionally in HTML, we have the two different lists, but stylistically, you can actually style an ordered list so that the bullet points are numbered and vice versa. So a list is just a list, but it's actually really easy to remember because ordered list is OL. Unordered list is tag UL. And then there's another list called definition list where you have the things that you define and then the definition of the things. So let's look at these three different lists. So as I mentioned earlier, ordered list OL. So the open tag will be OL, the closed tag will be the /OL, and each item in the list is a list item, so that is an LI tag. So LI stands for list item. And by default, browser will use number 1, 2, 3, and so on for OL list items. So let's look at an example. So here's the example from the book. So here we have an OL element, and each item is an LI. And if you view this in your web browser, this is what it will look like. So the default format for ordered list will be something like this. There's some indentation, and then there's a number inserted in front of each list item. So here is that same ordered list example that we just saw. So let's look at it in live server. And this is what it looks like. And if you look at it in the DevTools, so that's the ordered list, and this is each list element, a list item, and a list item have a specific style, and we'll go into that a little later when we deal with the style sheet. Now, what if we want to change this into an ordered list? Then you go back to the source, and instead of OL, change that into UL, an ordered list. Don't forget to change the closing tag too. And now after we change these two, we have an ordered list. So let's go back to the browser. Let's look at what it looks like. So this is the default style for an ordered list in level 1, and that's what you have. And if you go in a level, there's different icon for the bullet point. So let's do that. Let's make it a nested ordered list. So that's an ordered list. Okay, so let's make this a nested list. So save, and we should see it. And you see here, so this is a bullet, and this is an empty bullet. Similarly, with ordered list, you also have different default numbers with every nesting level. So let's put this back into ordered list. And go back to Chrome. And so with ordered list, it looks like by default you're just getting the numbers. It doesn't matter how deep nesting, how deeply nested the list is. Okay, so one other thing that I want to emphasize is so the nesting level. It doesn't matter how you indent it. I can make this into something out here, and things may look a little bit not structured, but this is in terms of how the browser views it. It's actually the same as the previous format where you have things indented. And of course, Visual Studio have a formatter. If you select all, and I think if you here, if you right click and click Format Document, it will format it nicely for you. All these extra spaces, as you remember from our previous discussion, it doesn't matter. This whole space, as far as your browser is concerned, is the same as no space at all. It doesn't matter. It's not going to affect the way this looks. This is with the space, and let's look at what it looks like. And now let's remove all the spaces. It doesn't matter how you indent it in the actual source code. What your browser is concerned about is the structure of the elements and how they are nested within each other. Okay, so let's look at our last type of list. That will be the definition list. So the tag for definition list is DL. And inside DL, you will have the TT definition term and DD the actual definition element. So let's look at an example. So here we are defining sashimi, scale, scarmosa, I don't know how to say this, scarmos and scarmoso. And so you can have TT without a definition, and that's what it will look like. And as we saw earlier, you can nest a list inside another list, and it will be a sublist or a nested list. And you can go as deep as you want, and the browser will have may have different formatting for the nested list. Okay, so that's all about list, and I hope this helps you.